Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you have not known it already, honey, this book that you see right now, you go, more than welcome to buy or purchase order from Amazon.com, from www.auntmarysniece.com, AMN217 magic.com. Yeah, honey, you can go ahead and get it. Yes, I'm getting ready to take it off so I can figure out how to do that. Got to figure out how to do it. You shall rejoice and be glad therein. Let me tell you something, chosen ones. Just be, just because they call on me, you need to answer. Sometimes trouble can brew and want to call your name, and you ain't got nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with nothing. That don't mean you got to answer. It don't even mean you got to respond. I'm trying to get it up. I have my little light, my little lamp. You see, I gotta let my light shine before men so they should see my good works. You know, um, I was told when I was growing up, don't touch things that don't touch you. So I'm very mindful, careful, and everything that I don't touch things that don't touch me. If it ain't bother me, I don't bother it. I don't bother her, she don't bother me. I don't bother him, he don't bother me. But if it touches my heart, I'm gonna touch it back. But nevertheless, I'm Lady Q. So what I'm trying to tell you, encourage you today is that you have to pick and choose your battles. You have to know which one to fight. For no one considers a house unless they consider the cost of it. So you need to consider the cost of answering every single phone call. Because some phone calls you don't need to answer. And I'm not talking about literally just the phone. I'm talking about literally like I'm talking about literally an opportunity. Because guess what? I was taught also for one of my favorite uncles back in 2010, honey, when I thought I had it going on. You hear me? I just knew I had it going on. In 2010, you know what he taught me? And he told me one day, we were sitting around having a family dinner. He said, all money ain't good money. What did I say? I said, all money ain't good money. I had to take a pause. I was like, you know how much money this is? You know the blessings that is. He said, all money is good money. You know what? He was right. So I have learned how to turn down my plate, honey. You know, they call it fasting. I have learned how to make good decisions because one of my favorite songs is by Kenny Rogers, The Gambler. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, know when to run, know when to walk away. You never make your decisions at the table where the opportunity is being served, honey. Just because somebody called don't mean you have to answer. Case in point, about a month or two ago, I was blessed with a great opportunity or the knowledge thereof. And surely, when I looked at it, I was like, praise him, praise him, praise him. Because it was good, honey. When I tell you the opportunity was good, the numbers was right, but then I had to add up the cost. Some things just cost too much. One of these days, I must make a, I must. make a video that's, sometimes it costs too much to be a wife. Yeah, I did say that. You better read that Proverbs 31, 10 and 31. You're going to be a slave or maid, honey. That's your expectation. That's the helpmate. So you have to add that up. But I ain't talking about being a wife right now because it's glorious. It's good. I've been there, done that. But nevertheless, I wrote a book about it too. Matter of fact, you can go to the website and pick up you some sugar shit love. Talk about number two. And if you want to talk about number one, go ahead and look at Behind Closed Doors, honey. You can get it for your viewing pleasure. So we can talk about it. I ain't got no shame in my game. I ain't gonna have no rocks crying out for me. Because I'll tell it. I'll tell it like it is. Like how I knew it to be. But let me tell you something. I mean, when my late mother was living, she told me she was gonna tell everybody what I done did. I said, you ain't gonna tell nobody. I'm gonna tell them myself. So I put it in the book. Matter of fact, you can read them in all them about 15 books I got. Yeah, honey, I'll tell it. I'll tell it on the mountain and I'll tell it everywhere. Because ain't nobody else gonna tell my business. Another thing is you don't have to answer every single call because sometimes you have to let it simmer and simmer and simmer. I ain't say simmer, I say simmer. You know why? I'm trying to tell you something. Some things you don't have to answer because it's not even worth giving notice to. Sometimes people just need some attention, honey. And sometimes that attention you may not have to give or even want to because you got to mind your own business. Now there was something I read that said the reason why the witch in a certain town was able to live so long is because she mind her own business and let the town folks did what they do. They used to have a gospel song. Matter of fact, they still do. I used to listen to it on an 8-track player back up in the day because I love an 8-track player. Nevertheless, it said, mind your own business. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. And leave trouble behind. That was a gospel song. I know I'm just playing around. I'm not really singing it. But it will behoove you to mind your own business. It will behoove you not to answer every single phone call because everybody's not going to agree with what you're doing. Everybody's not going to agree with how you're doing it. But if God gives you the authority to do, to walk, and to have your purpose, God gives you the authority to do your purpose. God gives you the authority to walk in your purpose. God gives you the ability to get provisions for your purpose. And guess what? Everybody ain't gonna want to see the light, but you let it shine, shine, shine. I want to let my light shine. That's why it's shining in the back of me, honey. That's why it's shining in the front of me, honey. That's why it's shining on the side of me, honey. That's why it's shining on the inside of me, honey. Because I don't answer every call. I don't answer every client. Because everybody ain't called to me and I ain't called to everybody. I'm a selective taste, honey. Everybody can't drink the cup of tea that I drink from. Everybody can't handle the sweetness that I give. And sometimes everybody can't handle the bitter spoon that I taste. But what I want you to know today is that I mind my own business. And I don't answer every call. So until next time, you want to sing that song for me? Come on, honey, let's sing that song because it's almost 10 minutes. Go ahead, use that voice. God giving you that voice.
What's her name? Lady Choosen. What's her name? Lady Choosen. She moves together. Lady Choosen. She's black together. Lady Choosen.
And guess what? You can go to my website, auntmaryniece.com. Make sure you put an S behind the Y, honey. And AMN217magic.com, honey. It's for you, for you, for you. It's something for everybody. And yes, please know that if the phone rings and I don't answer every call. If you want me to answer that call, honey, book your consultation at my convenience and yours. We will have that sat down talk. It'll be either a listening ear ministry or, honey, we could talk about it before we be about it. Until next time, my friends, I'll see you later, and I am Lady Q for you.